Greg Nelson and I are here at South by Southwest, covering the world's largest and most important tech festival. Armed with our iPads, pushing the limits of what they can do to bring you, over the next week, the biggest trends and hottest topics. One of our members, Dan Paulus of the Interfaith Youth Corps, is also present, and he shared with us his first impressions and what he hopes to gain from South by Southwest.
I'm excited to be at South by Southwest. It's my first time, and I'm really impressed with all of the ideas that are flying around on multiple levels. The collection of people here is truly eclectic and cutting edge in so many ways. So it's been a tremendous opportunity, I think, for me to come down and learn some things that I can take back to Interfaith Youth Corps and hopefully implement. And to that point, what I love about what is happening here is it's best practices in the industry worldwide. And I try to operate with a premise at Interfaith Youth Corps that I think Odyssey does as well, that we have to implement best practices. Just because we're in a faith-based space doesn't give us an excuse to not use the very best technology and the very best resources. So to be with people and talking about those things in a really tactical way is pretty exciting. For Interfaith Youth Corps, I think there's a couple things that I want to take back and really unpack a little bit more. There was a fantastic session this morning I went to called Branding as Patterns that I felt like was a graduate class in branding management, and there was so much interesting data and theory and strategy in that I think it's going to be hugely helpful to just dissect and see how I can help implement that into our branding strategy and our production strategy and our messaging and communication strategy. There are other tactical types of sessions I've gone to, one earlier today on viral videos and YouTube, which was a good reminder of what are the basics to make something hopefully go viral and what the challenges we face being in the faith space, because a lot of those things tend to be around humor and cuteness and puppies and kids and all those things that if you look at a big viral video you see, but how do we then translate that into what we do? And I've learned about a new app that allows you to add kind of a singing music background to just real life talk and vocals, and I'm really excited to see if there might be a way for us to integrate that and use that with our young students on campuses to really tell their story in a super fun, compelling way that is fun for them to utilize the technology and fun for us to see the outcome of the technology. So what I am most excited about is this idea that we, as communicators in the faith-based space, really need to look at the best technology, but also look at how we message to our audiences. I firmly believe that just because we're talking about religion or spirituality doesn't mean that we have to put things on a pedestal, that we have to figure out the most relevant way to communicate with people, and we have to go to where they're at and with the technology they're using. So everything I'm hearing here, because it is so cutting edge, is challenging me to say, how do I make this a reality in the work I'm doing and the work we're doing with the audiences that we work with through Interfaith Youth Corps and through Odyssey Networks. So.